Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate for basic human rights for all people. That means you. I want you, every last one of you, to experience your dreams in this life. Now, why do I want you to experience your dreams? In my heart of hearts, it seems to be a beautiful sight. It seems to be a wonderful sight. And I want to experience it. Now, I've spent about 33 years out here saying the same message over and over in pamphlets and flyers and brochures and cable and radio and on street corners and in the pulpit, saying these same things to you that I speak to you today of. And I don't feel as though I've accomplished one thing as far as you are concerned. But I feel that I have grown and matured so much until now I can let it all hang out and tell you just like it is. You, the people of this country and the people of this world, have the power to create heaven or to create hell. Right now we're on the path of creating hell. I know that. I'm telling you, we are on the path to creating hell. And I want to go the other way. I want to create heaven on earth. And in order for me to create or start filling the foundation to create heaven on the earth, I have to reject everything that is in this path that's creating hell. If it's on the path to creating heaven, it's not. So it must be denied. In other words, I have to walk according to the new path, not according to anything else. And my invitation to all of you out there is this. It is smart if you could wake up, and travel the new path. You see, you witness every day, all your lives, struggles between the haves and the have-nots, struggles between races. Oh, we can get along. But the reality is that these things exist. And why? Because we've come up as a divided people, one against the other, dog eat dog, and we don't really know how to create from the perspective of love. We have been denied it. We don't know what it means. And so I say to you today, ladies and gentlemen, we should learn what it means. We should learn what it means. We should make a decision that you cannot make right now. But as Martin Luther King says, I have gone to the mountaintop. I have looked over and I've seen the promised land. What was Dr. King saying? I guess you've interpreted many ways based upon wherever your level of spirituality is. But what Dr. King was saying to you is this, is that we do not belong to ourselves. We belong to the Creator. And the Creator has a plan that is in operation right now. Whether we know it or not, it's in operation right now. And that plan is to change us, to make a new creature out of us, not by force, but by your will, that you experience all that is not of the truth. Until that time comes when you make the decision to accept truth. And when you realize that since you do not belong to yourselves but yet another, then what do you have to fear? All you have to fear is what you have been taught. Now clear your minds from that trash. And let me tell you this. Here is the path to the road of life. Do what is right. Do what is right for your situation in life. Whatever you find yourself doing, do what is right. That way you never have anything to be ashamed of. Always do the best you can, because you're doing what is you. You got to be you. The more you are, the more you are. And the more you are, the more society is, because all you are is for one another, the benefit of one another. I'm trying to tell you this. We talking about, this is what I want. I want us to get rid, to get money out of our pockets, to get rid, the banks out of our pockets. Let us get rid of the banks. Let us get rid of the Federal Reserve. Let us get rid of those agencies that we don't need. And let us create agencies, ladies and gentlemen, that addresses the concerns that we have listed here. And that is an opportunity that creates with ease and clarity the steps that leads right on to the creation of this wonderful, wonderful dream world for all of us. Now, I ask to be president because I can sit up in that Oval Office and I can speak to America about how essential it is that every last one of you, especially the youth, every last one of you have access to unlimited, unrestricted education so that you can be the best that you can be. And I can guarantee you that. That's what I'll be mouthing for. And I'll be wanting your support. I don't want Congress trying to say you cannot educate yourselves. I don't want Congress saying that you, and when I say Congress, I'm speaking about special interests, saying that you cannot have health care. I don't want Congress saying that you cannot have the careers of your choice. So I need your support. I need your empowerment. I need it. I want to go in there and make sure, as I mentioned earlier, that every last one of you, some of you, some people say have some handicaps. Let me just use the word straight out. I'm not going to say physical challenges. I'm physically challenged. I'm saying handicapped. But whatever your handicap is, there are some things that you can do that has no cap that whatsoever. And you can do it, and you can do it well, and you want to do it. All you want is the opportunity to do it. And by George, I'll be sitting up in that White House in that Oval Office trying to make sure that you get a chance to experience just that. Oh, I want to see you laugh. Everybody come out of your houses in the daytime or at morning times and laugh. I want to see you going home in the middle of the day or the evenings, laughing and talking with one another and feeling friendly with everybody that you see. Not necessarily people you meet, but feeling friendly with everybody you see. And people are walking and going and coming, and all you can feel it, you can touch it, you can cut it with a knife. All of that friendliness that people have one to the other, because everybody is happy with their own lives, and they know that they are happy with their lives because their lives are being satisfied. And it is being satisfied because the other people, all the other people in this country have agreed to assure that each of us can experience that life. And we're not going to let anything prevent it. Listen, that's why I ask for your participation in this, to write me in as president. Yes, we don't need banks. I want you to know that the Father, the Creator of truth, didn't write banks into this. In fact, this heavenliness we see have no banks. The banks happen to be instituted by the perpetrators and the makers of this path that's leading to hell or destruction Well, so we go another direction. No banks, no Federal Reserve, no taxes. We don't do that in heaven. In heaven, we just guarantee, make sure that all your desires are met. We are in the business of creating and delivering. Now, I know there are those of you who are saying that in a system that that I'm mentioning, people would be greedy and people would do this. Don't, one thing about it, don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about people being greedy. You just don't be greedy. Don't you worry about it. You won't be jealous. You won't be jealous because your needs will be met and you will be satisfied. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. I know you've been led to think the worst of one another, but I want you to know it's time we stop worrying about junk like that, and it's time we change our focus and put it on success for the nation. That means all of us. Well, I think I've done okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. And until next time, this is Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate for basic human rights for all people, wanting you to write my name on the ballot. I will not be on that ballot when the presidential election come around, but there will be some blank spaces for people that you might prefer. And I'm asking you to prefer the program that I'm offering. Prefer the program that I'm offering. Bye-bye.